So this is the M2 edition of the MacBook Air. It's small, it's slim, it's light, and that was a very hinge-worthy joke. It has a nice fingerprint button, so you can use that for both wake up from sleep as well as to verify your identity once you're already logged in. It has a generous size mouse pad compared to older models. It has nice upper keyboard without the touch bar. Saves a lot of space. Up in the top bezel area there's a 1080p HD camera, which is handy to have it at eye level for calls and meetings. It does have in the front of it these little notches where you open and close the clamshell, the little indentation. But the notches on either side, and these are in the more recent versions, so it's not new to this model, but they're hard metal. They're not sharp per se, but they are hard metal, and I'm not sure why they did that. Spatial audio is awesome. There's 4 speakers, and it really, really sounds different than older models that didn't have that. One thing about it, I don't know if it's the surface, the color, or what, but it's a dust magnet. Pretty much anything that you would think of gets picked up on it. In terms of ports, on the right side there's a regular 3.5-inch headphone jack, and on the left side there's 2 Thunderbolt USB 4 ports, as well as a MagSafe charger. And it's interesting, you can charge with the MagSafe charger, or faster, you can charge via the USB port and an optional 67-watt power brick. But the magnetic charging is fun and safe. It's also slow. It takes about 4 hours to charge it from nothing to full via the MagSafe. So in terms of price, if you're looking at the M2 model of the MacBook Air, it's going to start at $1199 for the basic configuration. The basic configuration is obviously the bare bones, but I think it's lacking in terms of both memory. It's at 8 gigs. And in terms of storage, it's not down as low as 128 gig storage, but it is 256 gig, and I ended up customizing mine to try to future-proof it because you cannot upgrade the internal parts on this model. So it costs a lot more when you add disk space, go up to a terabyte, and when you add memory, and I went up to 24 gigabytes from the default 8 gigabytes of memory. So that all adds up, and I'm not sure if it's really worth future-proofing it at this point. In terms of speed, yes, it's absolutely fast. Performance is in the eye of the beholder, really. It depends what you're doing. These benchmark tests you can download and run, I don't know what they tell you. They tell you that it does stuff really fast in terms of computation. You can monitor that the battery was depleted from 28% down to 21% capacity, which is interesting as it ran. But I think all in all, this proves very little. It just is basically going to tell you a generic performance metric that it's going to do across all machines. So it really comes down to what you do on the machine and what you need it to do, and does it perform for you. Where is the microphone? So it has a 3 microphone array in it, but I've been told on Teams or Zoom calls where there's multiple people to stop typing, because wherever the microphone array is, it's very close to the keys, and it actually interrupts other people who are talking. They can hear you if you're not muted. So yeah, it's very lightweight. It comes in colors, has fingerprint, replaces password in most cases. I love the MagSafe charger, and the mouse pad is generous. I don't like that it has no touchscreen still, that you cannot upgrade the RAM or the hard drive. The screen size, though, advertised is 13.6, but it feels small. I don't know how else to describe it. It just doesn't feel like it's enough. There's nothing really magical about this battery life. I know Apple touts that, because we've hardwired everything and broken apart the battery into various parts and made it super slim and all that. There's really nothing magical about it. I'd prefer almost a thicker machine with replaceable components and a more straightforward replaceable battery. So really, I think the takeaway on this is consider the M1, because right now I've seen it regularly advertised for around $799, both at Costco and at Best Buy. So that's our review. Don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe for more of these reviews.